Hello students, welcome to the new class of Eazy Accounts. Today we are going to discussing the topic of issue of shares to the vendors. It is a part of company account and this is the topic under the heading of issue of shares consideration other than cash. So this class we are going to discussing what are the journal entries or how we can record journal entries at the time of issue of shares to vendors. When a company issuing shares for cash, immediately a company receiving the money. That is issue of shares consideration cash. But issue of shares consideration other than cash. That means we are not directly receiving cash when the company issuing shares. That means benefit already received from the vendor. That means purchased asset. When a company purchasing assets from a vendor or a supplier or a creditor on credit, same time companies are not settling that amount. And that is a credit purchase. Instead of giving cash to the supplier or vendor, if he is willing, we can settle that entire amount through the shares, through issue of shares. So that is issue of shares to vendor. Okay. Then we can check what are the journal entries we want to pass at the time of issue of shares to vendors. We can check. Say the first transaction from a vendor, X or Y, from a vendor, company purchasing assets. From the vendor, company purchasing assets. XYZ Limited purchased asset from a vendor on credit. This is the first transaction for issue shares to vendor. It is very common journal entry. It's a credit purchase. So entry we can pass sundry assets account debtor to vendor's account. Sundry assets means the assets name, total assets name. If it is machinery account debtor to vendor. If it is furniture account debtor to vendor. So the first journal entry, sundry assets account debtor to vendor's account. The second session we are going to settling the credit through issue of shares. That shares we can issue in three ways. Issue of shares at par, issue of shares at premium. We can issue shares at discount to the vendor. So in three ways we can settle the vendor amount, that is par, premium, discount. If it is par means the face value 10, the same face value is called par. No additional amount or discount. That is par issue. So if it is par, journal entry, vendor's account debtor to share capital. Normal journal entry, vendor's account debtor to share capital. If it is premium, one new account will come, securities premium reserve account. Journal entry will be changing. If it is premium, vendor's account debtor to share capital to securities premium. Vendor's account debtor to share capital to securities premium. Then if it is discount, vendor's account debtor, discount on issue shares account debtor to share capital. These are the three journal entries in the second section for issue, then one journal entry for purchase of asset. So this basic four journal entries we can pass when we are doing the problem with the issue of shares to vendor. Then we can check a question. Y Limited purchased a furniture from X Limited. Y Limited company purchased an asset from X Limited. The vendor will be X. See, furniture is the asset and vendor name X. Purchased for rupees 90,000. And this 90,000, the Y Limited settling through issue of shares. That means the company is ready to issue share to its vendor of X. And these shares we can pass, this question we can pass three issues. If it is par, what is the journal entry? If it is premium of 25%, what is the journal entry? If the company issuing shares at a discount of 10%, what journal entry we can pass? In one question, we can do all the categories: purchase entry, par entry, premium entry and discount entry. In one question, we are going to completing all these four journal entries. Listen, we can solve it. Then we can solve the question. Y Limited purchased furniture from X Limited for rupees 90,000. Pass the journal entries. If par means 10 rupee, no change. If premium of 25%, 25% means face values 25% extra. 10 rupees 25% extra. So 12.5 here the rate. If it discount 10% means 1 rupee discount, you want to minus 1. So here the value 9. Then we can go to pass journal entries. The first journal entry, purchase furniture from X. Purchased asset from vendor. Asset name furniture, vendor name X. So purchase of furniture from X. Furniture account debtor to X. Being purchased goods from X. Amount 90,000. 90,000. Second journal entry, we are going to issuing shares. In first case, if it is first case, issue shares at par. Journal entry we studied, vendor account debtor to share capital. Here the vendor name X. So X account debtor to share capital. Being fully paid shares issued to X. Amount 90,000. 90,000 means we are giving 9,000 shares. So 9,000 shares into 10, 90,000. We want to settle in the amount column. Next, if it is premium. If it is premium, we want to calculate the number of shares we want to give to Mr. X. How much shares we want to give. If it is par, 90,000 divided by 10, we want to give 9,000 shares. For settling 90,000 rupees, we want to give 9,000 shares because 9,000 to 10, 90,000. But in the second case, it is the value of 12 and 50. 12.50 is the value of share. So we want to calculate the amount, we want to calculate the number of shares. Number of shares, very easily we can calculate 90,000 divided by 12.50 is equal to 7,200 shares we want to give. See the difference. If the value 10 rupee, we want to give more share because the value is only 10. But second case, our face value will be 12.50. So less number of shares we want to give for settling 90,000 rupees. See, that is the change. We want to calculate what amount of share, what number of shares we want to give. So that number we want to calculate 9,000 if it is par and 7,200 in case of premium. Then we can go to the journal entry of premium. Very important journal entry of premium. Premium entry we studied vendor's account debtor to share capital to securities premium reserve. Here the vendor name X. X account debtor to share capital to securities premium reserve. Then how we can calculate the amount? So the amount we can calculate by using the number of shares. At the time of premium case, we are giving 7,200 shares to Mr. X. We can calculate the amount X account debtor. We want to settle 90,000 rupees to X. So X account debtor 7,200 into 12.50. 7,200 into 12.50. 90,000 rupees to Mr. X we want to settle. So debit amount 90,000. Then to share capital and to securities premium separate. To share capital we can take only 10 rupees. 2.50 is the premium amount. Then second share capital amount 7,200 into 10. 72,000 rupees. To credit 72,000. Then securities premium reserve. It is very familiar. 2.50. How much amount we will receive as a securities premium? Because we are giving 7,200 shares. So 7,200 into 2.50. 18,000 rupees we are getting through securities premium reserve. So 18,000 credit. Very important journal entry and very important for recording amount. What we do? See, we calculated the number of shares. 90,000 we want to settle. 90,000 rupees we want to settle. 12.50, 10 plus 2.50 is equal to 7,200 shares we want to give. Then 7,200 into 12.50, 92 debit. 7,200 into 10 is equal to 72,000 to share capital. 7,200 into 2.50, 18,000 to securities premium reserve. This is the journal entry of securities premium issue to the vendor. Then we can go to the third case. If it is discount. If it is discount, how we can calculate the amount? The same method we can follow. We can calculate number of shares first. See, if it is 90,000 rupees divided by 9, 90,000 divided by 9, we want to give 10,000 shares to Mr. X. See, first case 9,000 because the value 10. Second case 7,200 because the share value increased. But the third case share value again decreased to 9. So more shares you want to give. 10,000 shares you want to give. So we can calculate the amount and we can check the journal entry. So journal entry we studied vendor's account debtor, discount on issue shares account debtor to share capital. So here X account debtor, discount on issue of shares account debtor to share capital. Then the amount. See, to the X we want to give 90,000 rupees. So X account debtor 10,000 into 9, 90,000. Number of shares 10,000. 9 is the value. 90,000 rupees to debit. we settled X amount. But there is a discount, it's a loss of the firm. All the expense and losses we will debit. So discount on issue, it's a loss of the firm. 1 rupee is a loss. 10 rupees share we are giving with a discount. So that 1 rupee is a loss. 10,000 into 1, 10,000 rupees we want to record to debit discount. To share capital, 10,000 into 10, 1 lakh we want to record into the share capital. But we are not receiving as 1 lakh, 90,000 rupees only we are receiving. This is the recording of discount. So issue of shares to vendor. We are mainly passing 4 journal entries. Purchase of asset, then if it is par, premium, discount. Par means the same face value, premium means higher than the face value, discount means less than the face value. So students, this is issue shares to the vendor under the heading of issue shares consideration other than cash. Okay.